The psychology of Asian people is often misunderstood. It's usually simplified into labels: quiet, disciplined, obedient, emotionally reserved. But psychology isn't about labels. It's about how a mind learns to survive in its environment. And to understand this mindset, you have to look at what is rewarded and what isn't. Collective awareness over individual expression. In many Asian cultures, the focus isn't on the individual first. It's on the group, family, community, reputation, harmony. From an early age, people learn to ask, how does this affect others? Before asking, how does this make me feel? This creates a strong sense of situational awareness. You learn to read the room, notice tone changes, understand silence, because silence often says more than words. Why emotions are controlled, not ignored. There's a common myth that Asian people don't express emotions. That's not true. Emotions are there. They're just managed differently. Open emotional expression isn't always encouraged because it can disrupt harmony. So instead of releasing emotions outward, many people learn to contain them inward. This creates emotional discipline, but it also creates internal pressure. You feel deeply. You just don't always show it. The role of expectations. Expectations play a massive role. Often, success isn't framed as personal achievement. It's framed as duty. You don't succeed just for yourself. You succeed for your parents, your family, sometimes your entire lineage. Failure doesn't feel like disappointment. It feels like letting people down. So motivation comes less from passion and more from responsibility. Effort over talent. In many Western cultures, talent is praised. In many Asian cultures, effort is respected more than talent. Being gifted isn't enough. You must work and keep working. Discipline is seen as character. Consistency is seen as virtue. This builds resilience, but it can also build perfectionism. You don't stop when you're good enough. You stop when there's nothing left to improve. The hidden cost, internal pressure. Because emotions are contained and expectations are high, pressure often becomes internal. Stress isn't always visible. Anxiety isn't always spoken. Instead of saying, "I'm overwhelmed," many think, "I just need to try harder." This is why burnout can happen quietly. No dramatic breakdown, just slow exhaustion. Identity and comparison. Another psychological layer is comparison. Not always with strangers, often with peers. Who's ahead? Who achieved more? Who met expectations better? Self-worth can quietly attach itself to performance. You're not just doing well. You are well, only if you succeed. This can make rest feel undeserved, and stillness feel like failure. Respect for structure and authority. Many Asian cultures emphasize respect for hierarchy. Teachers, parents, elders. Questioning authority isn't always encouraged early on. This builds humility and patience, but it can delay self-expression. Some people learn how to listen before learning how to speak for themselves. Adaptability and resilience. Here's the part people overlook. This mindset creates high adaptability. When you're trained to observe, adjust, and endure, you become resilient. You learn how to survive pressure, how to keep going quietly, how to rebuild without noise. This is why many Asian people appear calm even during chaos. Not because they feel less, but because they've learned how to carry weight. Modern conflict. Tradition versus individuality. Today, many young Asian people live between two worlds: traditional values, modern individualism. They want freedom, but feel loyalty. They want self-expression but feel responsibility. This creates internal conflict. Who am I doing this for? What do I want? Am I allowed to choose differently? These questions are becoming louder. A different way to see it. The psychology of Asian people isn't about suppression. It's about balance between self and others, emotion and control, duty and desire. It's a mindset shaped by history, culture, and survival. Not better, not worse, just different. So when you see someone calm, disciplined, quiet, don't assume there's nothing happening inside. Often there's depth, pressure, responsibility, and a strength that doesn't need to announce itself.